What if I told you that AI could design a logo, create a website, or even generate an entire brand identity in just seconds? Would that excite you or scare you?
A designer that is afraid or threatened by AI isn't actually using AI, because for the few that are actually using AI know the errors or the amount of work that still needs to go into AI for it to pose an actual threat. What happens when there's no internet? What happens when AI fails to understand what you're trying to achieve? What happens when you fail to prompt it the right way? Because sometimes we have something that we want to express, but words don't really express it so much. I think that's the core of uniqueness. We express ourselves so differently that we come off as unique. Human done is human done. Like KFC says, made the right way, made by hand. My view about AI is double-sided, I would say. It's a good tool if you already understand what you're doing. It's a good subsidiary to kind of help you do some things that you don't need to go do manually alone.
Some say AI is here to replace designers. Others believe that it's the greatest tool ever created for creativity. So which is it? In today's episode of Strum, we are diving deep into AI in design. Is it a threat or a tool for innovation? Now let's start off by understanding what AI is. What is AI? AI is known in full as artificial intelligence. This is a technology that enables computers and machines to simulate human learning, comprehension, problem solving, decision making, creativity, and autonomy. It is basically a way of teaching computers to think and learn like humans, but way faster. It can recognize patterns, make decisions, and even generate designs on its own. Before we start picturing robots running design studios, let's talk about how AI is actually being used right now. AI is already shaking up things in design. For example, in graphics design, tools like Adobe Firefly and Canva can whip up logos and visuals in just seconds. When it comes to UI and UX design, which I'm very interested in, smart features in Figma and Wizard help make layouts more user-friendly without that extra hassle. Lastly, in photo and video editing, AI can clean up images, remove backgrounds, and even bring animations to life. It's not here to replace creativity. It is here to level it up. So, is AI helping designers be more productive, or it's actually replacing them? That's the big question. And to help us answer it, I'm sitting down with a talented graphics designer, Alexander Salama. We are going to get his take on AI's impact on creativity and the future of design. So, let's dive in. Thank you, Alexander, for sharing what you've shared so far. Right now, there may be someone watching this and they want to gather some industry insights into the field of graphic design or motion design or just being a designer. How do you stay updated with trends in design? For example, there's this trend of AI. Is it something you're scared of? Generally, how do you stay updated with the latest things in design? And then with AI, are you scared of it?
Yeah. So I think a designer that is afraid of AI doesn't use AI. But if you do use AI, you would know that it's at least not yet a threat.
So say that again. A designer that is
A designer that is afraid or threatened by AI isn't actually using AI, because for the few that are actually using AI know the errors or the amount of work that still needs to go into AI for it to pose an actual threat. For example, right now, it's mostly monotonous. You can spot AI done work. Human done is human done. Like KFC says, made the right way, made by hand. So AI is still at its infancy. It's still growing. My view about AI is double-sided, I would say. I hate it, honestly. I do not love what it does. I think it's plagiarism sometimes. But again, this is the world we live in. So
what do you mean by plagiarism?
Let me say it this way. I'm so glad I learned what I learned and finished. I'm still learning, yes, but traditionally I learned what I did without AI. So I know, even if AI does something, I know what it has done. So if I need to fix any mistake it has done, I know what to do. I pity a young designer who is very dependent on AI, that they do not even know what AI is actually doing back end. They are just waiting for results. Because what that does then, it makes you lame and you're very dependent on the AI that you don't even know how to do anything on your own. What happens when there's no internet? What happens when AI fails to understand what you're trying to achieve? What happens when you fail to prompt it the right way? Because sometimes we have something that we want to express, but words don't really express it so much. I think that's the core of uniqueness. We express ourselves so differently that we come off as unique. So for me, I think it's not really a good thing because it makes us less eager to learn because, there's this thing that can do a lot of what I would have done the hard stuff for. I just think it kills something in the whole human hardworking aspect. But otherwise, it's a good tool. If you already understand what you're doing, it's a good subsidiary to kind of help you do some things that you don't need to go do manually a lot, and saves you a lot of time. But also, if we could also, because I'm a Ugandan, if we could also understand that the more we front this AI, this is profit repatriation. In a way, we are making money, sweating with unreasonable clients, and we're giving it all away to all these manufacturers of automation and whatnot. So it's just something we should keep at the back of our minds, that this is us making ourselves less rich for the purpose of a few that actually are benefiting from this. And that could lead to other things, like one of the SDGs is reduced inequalities. So if we are promoting to the increase in inequalities, that must say something about us. So yeah, it's a bit controversial because it's a new thing. Probably right now, and who I am right now today can't really articulate the right things to kind of attack that in a way that is so authentic to me. But I think in a nutshell, in a rough way, that's how I feel about it. It's like a mixed feelings thing. But I do understand that designers, creatives, everyone should really familiarize themselves with it, because it could really help in some aspects. But just be careful, because it's like garbage in, garbage out. Like what it assumes you are is the response it's going to give you. If it assumes you're a kid, it's going to give you responses of a kid. If it feels like you are a professional, it's going to interact with you like a professional.
Welcome back from that insightful conversation with Alexander. One takeaway from our discussion is that as a designer or a creative, mastering the fundamentals of your craft is crucial. Before turning to AI for solutions, it is essential to go to the trenches and originally build your skills. Studies have shown that creativity thrives when the brain engages in deep problem solving rather than relying on shortcuts. In fact, research suggests that deliberate practice strengthens neural pathways, making you more innovative as a thinker. That said, AI is a powerful tool for automating repetitive tasks, such as resizing images, color correction, or generating mockups. It helps free up your time so that you focus on the real creative work. A 2023 Adobe study found that 62% of creatives use AI to enhance efficiency and not to replace their artistic vision. The key is balance. Master your craft first and then use AI as an amplifier, not a crutch. So I will leave you with one question. As a designer or a creative, is AI a threat or it's a tool for innovation? Let us continue this conversation in the comments. If you found this episode valuable, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you never miss an episode. Strum, where creativity meets innovation. See you in the next one. Bye. In fact, research suggests that. Welcome back from that insightful conversation with Alexander.